Yeah, I definitely want people to look into the epoxy more than granite and marble. Granite chips over time, and you spending all that money for it to chip. One of my clients, they was actually about to go with granite. The issue with the granite countertops that they found out, and then the good thing about the epoxy is it's one of one. Nobody else is gonna have that countertop.
So I guess the question I just asked you, do you want people to consider epoxy more, or do you want this to be geared towards the buyers or people that will be actually consuming it, like the consumers?
So, yeah, I definitely want people to look into the epoxy more than granite and marble. Just because granite chips over time, and you spending all that money for it to chip. Then you got marble. You spend a lot of money on marble for it to stain. With the epoxy, you wouldn't have to worry about anything. Yeah, that's the epoxy right here. So, like I said, remember I told you part A? It's called part A, and then you got part B, which is this. So 2 to 1 of these, like that, because it's, you know, you got different products out there that's stain resistant, heat resistant, scratch resistant. So yeah.
So epoxy, what I'm hearing, is more durable than other like materials that a lot of consumers are accustomed to, right?
Yep. So and then with the epoxy, it's really not the epoxy that's durable. It's your top coat that's durable, which is the urethane that goes on top of your epoxy. That's where your durability comes from.
Okay. All right. So as you guys know, I'm Cheri. This is Deangelo. So tell them who you are and what you do.
So I'm Deangelo Haney, owner of Paint and Epoxy. I started off the business probably 3 years ago. I started off the business side of things, but I've been painting since I was like 12 years old.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring you here because it's like you're the only person in the city. I know what you're doing is phenomenal. You're building a brand, a name for yourself, and the work is amazing, and we'll see that later in this video, some of the finishes that you do. So can you just tell us more about the material you use, and then how long like the project will take? Just something that if someone's looking to hire you for your service, what they'll need to know.
So I use epoxy resin, part A and part B. A lot of the times it's 2 to 1, which is 2 parts A's to 1 part B, and then you got some products that's 1 to 1, which is, you know, 1A, 1B.
Wait, what's 1A and 1B?
It's just the resin.
Okay.
So it's called A and B.
Okay.
And then so you can go over anything, and that's what the crazy part with the epoxy. You can go over marble, granite, formica, how I'm doing in the class wood. So,
but you can't go over carpet. No fabric.
No, yeah, you don't want to go over carpet.
Okay, so that's pretty much the breakdown of what epoxy is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and so why is that a great alternative versus like doing repairs, like far as putting new like granite in the space or new cabinets? Why is that more like cost efficient for?
So one of my clients that I'm actually doing, they had an issue because they was actually about to go with granite. But the issue with the granite countertops that they found out is one thing is costs. It costs a lot. And then another thing is basically when the sink is in there, they had to remove sinks, then they had to cut the cabinets because the cabinets is sitting on top of the countertop, so they had to cut the cabinets to put the actual slab in. And then when you buying a slab, you got them seams because you can't have a fresh just flow like seamless floor or seamless countertop. So you got the seams in there, and then with the epoxy, you don't have to worry about seams because everything is liquid. So it's just what we like to call is liquid marble.
Liquid marble.
Yeah.
That's nice. So on average, how long do a job normally take?
So on average, I'll say 2 days. 2 days tops. It's a new product that I started using, which is before it used to take 3 days because you have to do the actual design itself one day, then come back the next day and put the top coat on there, then come back the next day to clean up.
Okay.
The new product that I got now is that you can come in there, do the design, then the next day you can clean up and then put your top coat on there because it doesn't drip.
Okay.
So it's saving me time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like you in action and actually showing us like how the steps, right? Because there's multiple steps to it, of course. But I know earlier in conversation you spoke of how cost efficient it is, right? So on average, how much do you think someone will save using this product?
So, I wouldn't say you saving money.
You not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because it's more of an art thing.
I see.
You know, if you got an artist coming in and doing the job, like it's really who you hire to you choose. I know me, I start off at $2,000 a countertop. So that kind of falls in between, depending on the size, of course, it falls in between granite and marble. It costs more than granite, but it's a little cheaper than marble.
So it's in between. Right?
Yep, in between those two. And then the good thing about the epoxy is it's one of one. Nobody else is gonna have that countertop because you know it's
yeah. So if you like to be different,
yeah,
you want your house to have character. Epoxy is the way to go. What does it typically look like? And I know you said it's unique, but is there multiple colors? Like somebody that never knew what epoxy is, just explain it like first to finish.
So back then, like they used to throw chips into the garage floors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now metallic powders, that's where your colors come from. You can get any color you want. If the color that you choose, I can come close to it. I probably can't get that exact same purple or gold, but I can come close to it. And then right here, these are different powders. We got blue, we got, I think that's gray, we got red, we got gold.
Right.
Yeah.
So just mix them up.
And you can do any colors you want. It's the more colors you add, the more busy it is. So yeah, you can do furniture too. And the crazy part, I feel like I'm the only one that's doing the furniture. I don't see people doing the furniture. And that's me looking at my idols, cause I was telling you, DSD, that's my idol. I look up to him and stuff.
Where's he from?
I think he's from Maine. He's from Maine.
Okay.
But now he's in Atlanta. So he's doing his thing. He's doing all celebrity homes. I'm trying to get to that point now.
You're gonna get to that point.
Yeah.
Tell me so you here in Michigan and then you're venturing off to Texas, right?
Yeah, we're gonna take this to Texas.
Okay, so tell us about the typical client, right?
The typical client, I would say what my client looks like, it's all about luxury. You like luxury, I'm definitely the person to call. If you want to be different, I'm definitely the person to call. You want something exclusive, he's the person to call.
Exclusive luxury, I like that. Oh yeah, that's real cool.
People ask me all the time, I like to use a microfiber rag to clean and denatured alcohol to clean it. You don't want to use any harsh chemicals such as bleach, but if you're trying to sanitize it, a lot of people want to sanitize it, you can use alcohol to sanitize it. Well, that's where the denatured alcohol comes from. So, yeah, it's easy to clean because it's, like I said, it's stain resistant. So, I did a few little test runs where it was something on the epoxy. I didn't know what it was, and I literally just took a water as a rag and just cleaned it, and it came right up. And then slip resistant. I literally poured water on the floor and actually tried to slide on it and it wouldn't slip. So
I know a lot of people have like pets and stuff, and dogs tend to have long nails. So for a scratch, is it?
Yep, it's scratch resistant. And I even took a hammer and tried to break it myself.
Oh,
it's durable.
Nice.
It's durable. It's incredible Hawk strong.
So I'm excited. He's gonna teach a class and pretty much explain the process, sharing this beautiful product and give pretty much to other people, right?
Yeah, this is gonna change. This changed my life. I ain't gonna lie. This changed my life. I started off painting, and then I was watching other paint companies. I'm like, man, what's gonna make me different from other people? Like, what's gonna make people want to hire PBL?
Yes.
And that's when the epoxy came along, and everybody just started blowing up, going crazy. They're like, come do mine, come do mine.
Well, tell them how to find you. I know you have Instagram.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at pbl.paint, or you can go to my website. I got a website. It's getpbl.org. Is it .org or .net? .net.
.net, y'all.
Yeah, so .net.
.net.
Yeah. And then you can easily call me at 313-778-2171 just to ask questions. My sister's gonna handle that, but she knows a lot about the epoxy.